Easy Guys Myth. Um, Today I wanted to go through something that's probably quite overlooked, which is just something very simple, which is just the use of velocity in drums. Um, Changing up the volume of the hats and drum parts between your main hits to create more of a natural, funky sounding drum groove rather than something just super straight, clinical sounding. If that's what you were after, then obviously that's fine, and if not, then hopefully this will show you a little bit about the importance of using it, or to get that sort of sound anyway. So this is a drum break from the sample pack, and I've made all the hats like roughly the same volume, so that you can sort of hear. And then underneath is one with the same, exactly the same, but the hats are different volumes. So this is the first one again, and then the second one, first one, second one. It's quite subtle, but you can just sort of feel there's more of a sort of swing to the groove. It kind of rolls along like a bit more fluid, and it's less kind of like lashing straight, sort of like da 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 da. It's kind of got a little bit of sort of swing to it, and then, but it's difficult to hear in that situation. So I'll show you the different way of doing it with single hits. So these are all from the sample pack as well. So this is single hits, just from the sample pack, just as they are, slightly mixed. I put a reverb on some stuff, and this is just it with the hat straight. And then with a different hat, like the same hat, but with the gain changed and the velocity on each of them changed, so they're all different. So first one again. You can hear it way better though. Let's hear it again. You can feel that, like, it's got more feeling. The beat has more feeling, like a sort of real drum kit will have even. So it depends on what sort of sound you're really going for. If you want that sort of super synthetic, like lashing sound, then obviously, you probably want something a bit straighter. But for sort of music that I make, something a bit more funky, a bit more like realistic sounding, especially when you've got single hits that aren't necessarily a drum kit, to give a bit more life to them, that's something you can do. I just wanted to go over something as well, which is like the use of, like, so if you have a break, and you want to sort of jazz it up a bit, give it a bit more groove, if you put some ghost notes in, so it's just the snare cut out, put in places, without velocity, changes can completely change the sort of vibe. So this is it with just literally copied down, put the snare some places. It's like, kind of messy, and you wouldn't think that was like a sort of suitable beat to use, like for this sort of tune, for instance. But if you change the velocities of the snares, so there's this one again. I've also put a tiny fade on two of them as well. Suddenly you've got something that's way more usable, way more funky. Could add a little bit of definition to your groove, something to switch it up, rather than just doing something straight two-step or whatever. But yeah, just a quick one. That's all for that one. Big ups.